Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Season 2 of Tomb of Annihilation. I am your host, Ollie the Savage, and today we are joined by our gracious guests and players, with one missing today. That'd be Yarrow. But we have today our players, Thwomp, Tristan,
Yo,
and Chirp.
I'm in your head.
And let us begin. Where last we left our heroes. Winds roared across the jagged cliffs of Firefinger. A tower spire pierced the clouds, and it was here that Grimgard faced their dire predicament. A steadfast paladin, Sir Tristan, had plunged perilously off the mountain sheer face, prompting Megan to go into swift action. With Grimgard's determination, she descended to Tristan's side, swiftly administering a mysterious healing syringe, bandaging his wounds, and regrouping to the rest of the party. Above, Chirp and Thwomp engaged in intense dialogue with the elder terrafolk, negotiations teetering between uneasing and veiled threats. Once Megan rejoined, Grimgard prepared themselves, gathering strength and strategizing about what their next move will be during a brief reprise. Their fragile calm was broken by the Elder's return, cryptically instructing Chirp and Thwomp to ascend to the summit of Firefinger to speak with the people in charge. Under the protective shadows conjured by Megan's pass without trace, the adventurers climbed to the top of the hole, ultimately reaching the summit to uncover the whispering treacheries of the winged terrafolk. Yara's keen eyes sighted that the covert mask dangling on one of the necks of the adults, sparking immediate action. As the rest of Grimgard engaged in with the treacherous adults, Thwomp uncovered the chamber within the tower, a warm magical preservation. Ancient murals depicted the haunting transformation, humans shifting into tigers, worshipping Omu, a enigmatic sun deity. At the heart of a glyph rotated ceaselessly, fueling an eternal flame. Thwomp captured an exact replica of that powerful glyph. Meanwhile, Chirp, being the ever shadowy figure he is, expertly retrieved the mask undetected, slipping silently down through the tower shaft, saying, "We're leaving." He urgently informed his comrades through the battle, but the battle raged fiercely above anyway. Thwomp, Megan, Yarrow fought the terrafolks, eventually triumphing as Megan conjured a protective slime cushion beast as she descended down the hole next. While Tristan was gravely injured at the tower's base, the group defeated the terrafolk and grouped down at the tower to make a makeshift camp. As twilight cloaked the jungle, Megan and Yarrow ventured forth with Zazaka into the woods to gather provisions, while their companions structured an encampment. They rested, however, during the night. The undead emerged, and Grimgard quickly disposed of the zombie attackers, allowing them to have a well-earned night under the starlight canopy. Dawn broke, and the clear was serene, revealing distant, mysterious landmarks. The floating heart of Ubtao and the enigmatic pyramid of Vorn. Grimgard noted those locations with intrigue as they returned to the bustling Port Nyanzaru. Upon arrival, tensions flared briefly through their payment of their guide, Zaka Stormfang, concerned about the mask's fate. However, the matter was resolved, and everyone left happy. As Megan and Yarrow immersed themselves in a celebratory revelry at the Thundering Lizard, the rest of Grimgard met with Kaelin, whose words unveiled troubling intrigue among Port Nyanzaru's nobility. With the mounting challenges ahead, Grimgard's path remains fraught, and with danger and mystery. The shadowy threats, the ancient secrets. What's next for our heroes? Only the gobs and perhaps the stars may know for certain. And thus, we find ourselves
Wow, guys, I'm so glad that we got to have this introspective journey. Did Discord crash? Hello?
No, sir. I am setting up the scene.
Okay.
We find ourselves at Port Nyanzaru. It is the night before Megan and Yarrow are gone. You guys were informed about the thing happening tomorrow. And you guys have the night to do before we progress to the next morning. Let us begin.
I guess something I would like to ask after all, DM, is when did that conversation happen? The one that you sent me.
It's about to happen. It's about to happen right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. I was asking if you guys want to do anything else before we start.
I'd say go right ahead. It's my vote.
Same here.
As you guys stand outside, Kalen is now joining you. Kalen looks to you and he goes, "Hey, Chirp, can I speak with you in private?"
I was headed to the tower, so...
All right, we can go to the tower. If we need something that's a little bit more private, I was just gonna need to stand with you, but we can. Yeah, sure. As
we got back just a moment ago, not long ago. So I was going to report back, as I want to do.
Right. Well, let's head. You guys head over to the Mage's Tower. He brings you Chirp and he goes, "So, I know Tristan kind of leads, I guess as the face of whatever Grimgard is. But you're a Harper and I'm a Harper, and information is valuable, and it seemed that information I was just given, I would not venture to say should be public. And so a little white lie won't hurt. But what level of privy should I make this? Should we restrict this knowledge for the Harpers to clear, bring it up to the higher ups and see what they say? Or should I start talking to other organizations? Just to remind you, the Emerald Enclave are here, as well as the Zents, and they both deal in information. But, a guard tower, Chirp, right? A flying boulder. No one's heard of these things recently, at least. I haven't. Digging, right? So where should we leave this?
I can certainly understand the concern for civil unrest. Don't think this needs to be immediately public, but I don't know that all of it is necessarily anything that needs to be restricted either. And what is your concern with Tristan? I thought that I was being assigned to him because he was someone we could trust, not somebody that we need to keep an eye on.
Well, I'm not saying that you keep an eye on, but he told me to make it public. That's an awful decision, in my opinion, no?
No, I am more inclined to agree with the Harper way. in this regard. But
And not for nothing, but I mean, Tristan is a very trusted individual, but he's not a Harper. I mean, he's
No.
definitely a ally and great friend of the organization and a hero. I'm not saying he's none of those things, but I'm just saying he's not a part of our organization. He's a part of and founding member of the of the Order of the Iron Gauntlet's new structure, right? So his agenda doesn't necessarily align with ours.
well, forgive me for assuming what your intention was in mentioning that. However, you are right. He is not one of us, and I am also inclined to agree that I don't think the information needs to just go out into the public. I think there are people who would benefit from knowing these things are going on and could even sow chaos and civilization using it.
Right. So I'm not even going to bring this out of our network. I'll keep this in network for now and leverage it if needed for high-level information. Do beware, though. It feels like... I'm not sure. It feels like some of the tides are shifting with the nobility, and everyone kind of has their place, right? But you guys are like an X factor, and unfortunately, that's causing some of the nobility to make some changes. I guess what I'm saying is that, well, power grabs are starting to happen, and Atomu is the one they're targeting. And, you know, Atomu is a part of the organization. He is not a Harper full-fledged mage, but he is a member nonetheless, right? So, it's the reason why we're able to have this connection here. So, I'm not saying, hey, help the noble out, right? I'm not that guy, but we should look out for our own in this instance, at least in my opinion.
I mean, we could go have a talk with him.
Right. I mean, that's what he's demanding. But, you know, you guys are also busy. So that's why I'm talking to you about this and giving you the perspective of, hey, this is also a member, right? Just want to give you a little bit of thought. But anyways, that's all I got, Chip. By the way, do you want me to be trying to report this to main base? Like, do you want me to escalate any of these things beyond the scope of my network right now? Like, is there anything that needs to be, in your opinion, thought of that we need reinforcements for, or somebody who could help us in, or information or anything like that, right? Like, I asked because, you know, I went to go escalate something earlier, and I was basically told that, you know, we're kind of on our own. But that was going to Neverwinter. And so I'm thinking about going above their head to one of our main directs. I'm going to try to leverage Tristan's relationship with some of the nobles and go directly to Oliver himself.
I can't say that I've seen anything I don't think that Port Nyanzaru could handle, but I suppose that I've heard stirrings of other things that should be looked into, certainly. I don't know that they need to be... I don't know that they need to be escalated, though. At least not yet.
All right, well...
There is also the matter of timing, and, you know, if we hold on to it and it becomes a much bigger problem much faster than we expected, then we'll be behind the curve. So I'm not sure what my opinion really means, after all. I would just say that...
Well, I mean, you are a respected spy, and, you know, you're not anyone who is, you know, your opinion holds weight, to me at least, because I'm not a spy. I'm merely a field researcher, and I'm kind of being put in some positions that I'm not too familiar with, right? Like, I'm trying my best to be, you know, a broker, but, you know, I'm a researcher, Chirp.
Right. But you're a field researcher. You've seen what people around you are capable of.
Right.
Rely on them a little more.
I guess. I guess I'll step out with you guys then. Try to see the field more. Been a little afraid ever since I got impaled. But I've been getting smarter, so.
Let me tell you, in all of my time of being a spy, the knife always hurts worse the second time.
It doesn't give me any hope or assurance that you're kind of like proving my point here. You're kind of justifying my actions thus far.
It's meant to do two things. It is meant to make you think about it and be sure that you are absolutely certain that this is what you want to do. But it also prepares you, if you make that decision, for the pain that is to come.
Damn it. All right. Anyways, I'll see you. Let's go back, I guess, to our friends or party members.
Yeah, I think we should maybe take a look at these nobles a little bit too while we have the chance. I don't know that we're doing anything immediately as Grimguard, so I might move into my own operations again for at least a couple of days.
All right. Yeah, if you want to. I'll give you some of the locations in town where they kind of hang out. If you want to try to do something on your own, I'll give you some spots. Let you do some fishing.
I would appreciate that.
Okay. Well, I'm going to call it a night because I've had a long day, but I'll see you in the morning.
I'll finish my report and I'll see you in the morning.
He, gives you like a, hey, see you later, like type bow, nod, maybe daps you up. And he goes into his corridor. Chirp, you are in the lower, or I guess higher, inverted tower. Parts of the tower. You're in that space where you're near that space where Ridley first passed. And, in that particular area, you hear, or I guess sense really is a better word, a like lingering like cry or faint howl of something, it's like a thread of a whisper of a wail.
Before that completely captures my attention, I just want to take a second to sort of go over the discussion with Kaylin and I just want to ensure that throughout that I don't notice any sort of tinges of unfealty or he's part of this power grab that he talked about or anything like that. I know that he's air quotes lower on the totem pole, but that doesn't stop people from trying to move up, especially whenever things are chaotic in higher ranks. So
right. Yeah, go ahead. Insight check. That's what you're doing. You're insighting Kaylin to make sure he's being honest.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead. Of course.
Oh, hey, I gotta join the damn game, bro.
Jeez, dog. What the fuck?
It was like we haven't done this in like a month.
2 months.
More. 2 months. Yeah.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Okay.
I gotta build me a Kaylin real quick. My other Kaylin got fucking nuked. He's not in his character sheet's gone.
His subscription to life has expired.
Kaylin!
Did you?
Dead?
Like a Compendia character.
Bruh.
You good,
See,
dog?
it's been so long that my account got logged out.
Damn. Bro hit the 30-day mark and got fucking destroyed. Oh man. Okay, yeah. What is up with mine? Okay, I may have. I don't have. Yeah, my convention's not being shared. All right, gotta look into that. I'm going on a break. Anyways,
I'ma just, because I know my D&D Beyond is still logged in, I'm gonna just use that for now.
do you need your modifiers, or is it on D&D Beyond as well?
It should be on D&D Beyond, because I basically mirrored the character so that I had like basically a failsafe.
Wait, why are you character level 5 or 4?
On
We should be
Beyond?
4.
Okay, we're character level 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, okay, cool. Just want to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Thank you, Roll20, for sending that. Jesus, so slow.
Roll 20. 20 minutes.
Roll in 20 minutes. But actually, I don't have my backup chirp.
Okay, well,
I
you have a
only have
plus 6. Do you have a D20 in front of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a roll, because in the interest of time, just give me a quick roll. I'll add 6 to it, or you got 6 to it. And then find yourself a login, please. Get yourself on Roll20, please.
But
And when we hit the break, I'll definitely get ourselves caught up.
For clarification, right now it's approaching late night, or is it already late night?
It's night. It's night. It's like 7 p.m., 8 p.m.
Okay. Then I ask of you, the side plot, the text side plot, would that
Has
be
not happened.
happening? Okay, good. Thank you.
so it'll be a 16 for that insight
On the die or in total?
in total.
16. I mean, it seems like he's being pretty honest. For your understanding, with your 16, Kalen seems like he's a little. I mean, I know you're looking for deception, but he seems like the vibes he's giving is that he feels out of his depth. It's like this seems like he is being overly cautious to you, which, as a spy, like, okay, you have to be cautious, but it seems like he seems like it's out of his depth. He seems like he's a little bit lost,
Yeah, like overwhelmed even?
Yeah, overwhelmed, right.
Okay, sure. Gotcha. Then I didn't misspeak when I spoke. Good. All right. And then as far as this other noise / feeling that's happening in what was Ridley's room, I take it it's like a thing on like the fringe of my consciousness.
Yeah, like on the very fringe, a whispering yell, like a howl almost, but you don't hear it, you sense it. Like it's something that isn't like audible to you, but you definitely sense that this is happening.
Without moving towards the room, if I focus on what that feeling is, do I sense anything more? Does it draw it out at all? Or
so if you like to try to focus on it, you can use your spellcasting modifier, whatever that is, to give me a like general wisdom check, but you could add whatever your spellcasting modifier, number is to it. Because this is not like a wisdom check per se check. It's like a psionic, like a, I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, intuitional check. Yeah, it's not like a on a sheet. So you could just give me whatever you do for when you do spell attacks to give you that advantage, or not advantage, but that help.
Modifier.
Will attack. Okay. What is my spell attack or my spell bonus? Spell attack bonus is 4. Okay, so it'd be, and you said wisdom, so it'll be a +6 in total.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Okay. I've been using too many apps too, so now I'm all over the place because Foundry started taking over my muscle memory. Right? There you are. So roll d20 +6 will be 14.
As you try to focus in on it, it's almost like, you focus a little too hard and you lose that faint feel like it's gone.
Okay. If I feel like it's gone, I will walk towards Ridley's room.
Yeah, you walk towards his room.
Just take a look inside.
You walk inside, empty. Some of Ridley's belongings are still there.
What of Ridley's belongings are still there?
Looks like a book with a symbol on the front of the book as it sits there, and on his bed, just next to it's a sack.
He's dead, though. Why would this be here? Do I recognize the symbol on the book?
Not necessarily. I mean, you could try to see if you could, if you use the recess of your mind with a history check, do I know this, or religion?
I think I like history more. I'll do that.
Nah, you don't know.
Okay. And the sack is like just a small bundle.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Basically, it's his belongings.
Yeah.
You don't know who put him here. It looks like someone might have brought him in, just set him there for, whatever reason. And I just want to clarify, it's not the room where he died. It's the room where he was staying.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
But even so, right? Like he's been dead for a little
About
while
a week.
now, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would his stuff still be here? That's not something you just forget.
Yeah, someone might have put it there. You're not sure.
I don't know about leaving a religious book. So, I guess what I'm going to do is I will, as carefully as I can, grab both of these things and begin to take them to wherever I would understand to be a sort of like collection place for just fallen people's belongings, your spare equipment or anything like that.
As you go and touch the book, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Lost now.
Not lost and found, because it's never going to be found by the people who've lost it.
Should be more like dead and gone.
Wisdom saving throw, you say. 17.
As you touch the book, you feel a faint hum, but you immediately, with your mental fortitude, is able to knock that off pretty quickly. The feeling kind of goes away as you pick the book up. The belongings, as you touch the belongings, you notice inside seems to be Ridley's, general gold, some of his clothes, whatever weapons he had on him at the time, that type of stuff, and a letter or a note from this person who is instructed him to go see Sidra Sylvain to Ridley from person whose Rory's name he's forgetting at this moment, but I don't have Ridley's backstory in front of me. However, it's the same letter with the same stamp that you have received from Oliver.
Oh, from Oliver. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a bit disturbing, but the letter is nondescript for the most part. I mean, it's the same as what I've got. So
Right.
The only thing that really interests me there is the gold. I'll take the gold out of that, however much that is.
They don't need this shit.
That's not that's not something that I can't use. Tell you that.
Yeah. So Ridley didn't have a lot of money, but he had some money. He had
Hey.
57 gold pieces.
$20 is $20, man.
Yeah. He also
No,
had
that's-
on him. Hey, $20 is $20. He had a
How's it
dagger.
$20? For real.
Get a healing potion, some leather armor, a dungeoneer pack. He had construction worker clothes for some reason in here, and water skin, some rope, 2 ropes worth 50 feet each.
You said
So-
57 gold pieces?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And I'll also take the healing potion.
Yep. Add yourself 57 gold pieces, a healing potion, 2 ropes, and a dungeoneer pack if you want. I'll send you a screenshot of his belongings, but you don't have to take all of them if you don't want them.
Yeah, I'll just add anything that I do take,
Right.
if you trust me.
I got you, bro.
And then everything else that I don't take, excluding the book now because I felt that tinge.
Yeah, and you felt yourself fight it off too. You were like, "Oh wait, stop," and then you stopped it.
Right, and so I'll assume for now at least that as long as it's in my possession, I should be able to hold this thing off, whatever it is.
Correct. Right.
And then I'm going to return the bundle with the stuff that I've taken out of it. Or without the stuff that I've taken out of it. And then take the book, and I'm going to go find somebody that I trust to understand what symbols are without making it a big religious debacle. So I can get some information on this book that tried to touch my mind.
So, I mean, your information here is limited, right? Your network isn't very large in this particular area. You have Kalen, who has his network that he's talking to. You have Tristan, who has some familiarity with iconography, with symbols and stuff. You have and then that's your immediate network. And then outside, you have some allies like Udra, or the Iron Gauntlet. You have, the father of the Church of Tamora. And, you really haven't talked to any of the Zens, so you don't know any of them. And you really don't know anyone outside of that either.
There's not a place in the inverted tower which scribes would stick around or anything like that. There's not a librarium of some sort.
So in the tower itself, and this is what I was saying with Kalen's network, there are definitely people here who are able to, if you want to dig that way, in a library sense where you're looking for books, they can probably give you some information about books. But as if you're looking for a subject matter expert on religious iconography at this tower, you don't have an expert here in this network. But there is a possibility of, there is a library here, so there is a possibility you could find something along those lines, for sure.
Okay. No, I'll just hold on to the book. Maybe we'll take it back to Tristan and have a talk with him. But yeah, after I return the goods, I'll take off and regroup with Grimcard.
And that is where we will take our first break.
Alrighty.
Welcome back. Thwomp. You go to bed. You're feeling extra tired. Tristan, is there anything you wanted to do before we progress?
I guess not. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
What are my options here?
Brother, you can go talk to people if you want. You want to go shopping? You want to go get your leg looked at? Like, Kaylin was like, "Hey, you can go to Tamora and see if they can do something about your leg." But yeah, I don't know. You'll be fine. But
yeah, okay, yeah. Let me go see if I can find a healer. Let's do that.
Yeah. So as you go through Port Nyanzaru, like there really isn't too many churches here. The only one you really know of is the Tamora Church. And as you head there, it's like almost 8:30. It's not open, but you're the guy. So you walk in, and if you want, you can speak to the father there. He's in his, he's getting ready for bed, but he's available.
So Tristan, walks into the church where he sees the guy getting ready, knocks on the door. Goes, hello, anybody here?
Oh, Tristan. Hey. Right. I was getting ready to wrap up. He's wearing he's not wearing his priestly robes. He looks like he's wearing like a normal shirt and jeans and or I guess not jeans but casual lounge wear.
So Tristan goes, the casual wear. You can always tell a man's stature by his casual wear.
Yeah, he's wearing silky pajamas.
Comfy.
So Tristan goes, I find myself more comfortable around priests that are able to be normal. When it comes to the vestments, you never know if you're dealing with a pious man or a man who's going to stab you in the back.
All right. As his pajamas are like a nice salmon pink, and he has a little hat on. He's like, "So what brings you into the church, Tristan? You look a little worse for wear. Why are you limping?"
Tristan goes, mission went bad. Well, for me anyway. Overall, the mission was a success. I plummeted 50 feet.
You plummeted 200, and you plummeted 200 feet.
So Tristan goes, I plummeted a little, 50 feet. Wait, no, it was 200. That's the brain. That's the.
You hit terminal velocity. Put it that way.
It's let's just say, I was flying into the ground, into the pavement.
One could say you were falling with style.
Exactly.
Well, I could see that did a number on you. What can I do for you?
Just because, think you could speed along the recovery? I'm recovering anyway, but
Tristan, what are you wearing right now?
So Tristan is wearing his stereotypical armor. He doesn't take it off until purely bedtime. He's he likes wearing his armor as a second skin sort of kind of guy.
Yeah. He goes, I mean, I guess I could take a look, but you're wearing your plate. Let's take some time and take it off, and I'll see what I can do.
She goes, oh, yes, I forgot I wear it. I wear my armor as a second skin. Kind of a freak that way.
Right. Come on back. As he takes you in the back, and you guys take about 30 minutes to doff your armor, your leg is still Megan said it, but it wasn't really good. As and it's healing a little funny. He goes, I'm not sure what type of medicine was used here, but it looks like you might have a little bit of a limp moving forward, Tristan. I can give you this cane, but you're probably not going to really want to use it
So
if you're adventuring.
Just goes, I've always wanted to use a cane. There was an old chapter master of my order. He had a cane, and boy, was he good with it. You would not believe how he beat people 20 years younger than him. It was a shame when he died, but let me tell you, he was a monster till the day he died, and I always remember him for that cane.
All right, I'll get you a cane. Maybe I could help you along the way as well. But as for your leg, well, not that there's nothing I could do. I could try to, convene with Tamora and take a gamble. But that's a very slim chance. I could try, though. Why don't you come in and take a seat? Tristan, roll me 1d100.
All right. Where is it? 1d.
You were very close. As he does a communion prayer, you see a light flicker or like faintly glow from him as like a divine light glow. And your leg shifts. It's kind of painful, but not very. And you are able to, you're not going to be taking disadvantages on ability checks, but your speed is still halved. He goes, well, that was better than I thought, but that's all I could do, my friend.
It's nonsense. That helps out immensely.
I feel like a weight's been lifted off your shoulders, but you have a limp, and it's still pretty hard to move as quickly as you used to. He gives you a normal cane for now. With that cane, while walking, you can walk at normal speed. But without it, your speed and movement is halved, at least until you are fully healed within the week. And even then, you might still have a limp.
All right. So just goes, thank you for your time. That was most helpful. And I'll keep the cane. But hey, maybe when I get older, I can be like that old chapter master and beat the youngins.
All right. Well, have a good one, Tristan. I'll see you tomorrow at the funeral. Please make sure you don't wear your armor. We were trying to respect the dead here, if you could, or if you could wear like more of an ordinate armor, that'd be more appropriate.
So just goes, I got just the thing. So I'll wear the ordinate armor. Yeah, sure.
All right. Tristan, you walk out. And we will move on to the next day. The next day, you guys arrive at the base of the port. 1 second. As the morning rises. Chirp. Well, Chirp, something happened, and you're very aware of what happened. But, I'm sorry, not Chirp, Thwomp. Something happened, you're very aware of what happened. But, the next morning, a lot of you meet up, and you head down to the harbor, where all too familiar with, as you sailed into this harbor. There you see the father, the priest of Tamora. You see Kaelin. You see the Nara, the Kaelin's friend. You see Zorovan. And then the three of you there. Yarrow and Megan are still not here. But a lot of you arrive, and you see an older man. You see a boat tasseled to the like one of the harbors. Like I guess I don't know what to call them. Like a where they tie boats to, like a peg, with a rope, and a coffin, and hay on the coffin, and you hear the man start to. Some people are spectating. Most people are, moving around, doing what their thing. And you hear the father of Tamora go, "We gather here today to honor young Ridley. Ridley wasn't like the rest of us. He was born with questions. He fed on secrets. While he ran from darkness, stared into it. Not because he was afraid, but because he needed understanding. Spoke with some of the people who were around him, and it seems like he might have had a curse or a gift." As you see Zorovan look up at the ship, shaking his head. "In a land full of gods, he chose none, and in time of full fear, he found reason. But he clung on to his humanity, I guess. But unfortunately, some things were beyond him, and every cursed footnote that he written, and every forbidden line that he wouldn't want to read, he felt like he knew something was coming, and, well, something did. And tragedy is tied to unfortunate circumstances, but as we bury his body here, above the jungle, above the water, next to the jungle, and we watch him go, we think to ourselves that sometimes fate has a mind of its own. We bury his body here. His soul, no. Ridley himself. He should have went down the river Styx as an old man. But people have fates as the dice roll. So, wherever you are now, Ridley, chained somewhere in the river Styx, drifting amongst the stars, we remember you. Not just how the way you left, but why you questioned the way you did and what you searched for. And now our candle lights you in into the light as the sunrise. And you can follow your will and flame as he goes into a prayer. Your visions dim, not into the black of violent sea. The horizon's ocean of stars flicker down from the lanterns. A single tome floats before you. And now it is gone. Rest, Ridley. As he takes the candle and throws it on top of the boat, you see it start to light up in flame. And Chirp, as that happens, the tome in your pocket starts to flutter as it starts to pulsate with magical energy. Your vision starts to dim and goes black as you see not the sun or the sky, but a sea of emptiness in the abyss. Falling into the distance, you look as you see what looks like a faint feeling of watch. You stare into the abyss as the abyss stares back at you. As the tome flutters in your perch, it almost disappears and reappears in front of you, open, with the pages flickering and floating and floating. And as it stops, you see the words Chirp. You see the words Ridley Copperfield, and then crossed out, and then Chirp written. As the tome starts to light pulsating blue, you hear a voice, not Ridley's but familiar, saying, "He does not walk down the river. He was taken to be studied." As it ripples a burst of energy, it pounds into your essence. The book, the tome, disappears back reappears back into your belongings where it was previously, as you feel a offer, a proclamation, a almost not demand, but a contract, as you will, a pact, want to be formed. Do you accept?
Chirp does.
Chirp, as you accept the written in your blood, the contract rips, and the tome goes from pulsing blue to pulsing a purple as a psionic symbol emerges in front, one that you're not familiar with. The symbol changes as this tome becomes yours. The silence breaks, the blackness returns, the sun comes back, and the funeral ends.
Did anybody see anything? So I'm standing
No.
there. Nobody else is looking at me.
No one is looking at you. And matter of fact, everyone seems to be either upset or not, what other characters are doing, but everyone seems to be almost still. And in this moment, you have a connection with this happens. The only person that seems to notice is the gemstone dragonborn, as he is staring directly at you at this point.
So as he comes out of the vision and he looks around, it's like it's partially panicked, eyes darting to just see who's looking, what just happened, and then clocks the gem dragonborn and then takes off.
Where do you go?
I'm gonna go to the tavern so that Grimcard can still find me. But I'm gonna hole up in whatever room we had at the time.
Okay. As you make your way out, The rest of you see Chirp uncharacteristically, like he was fine. He was, listening or whatever. The sermon ends and he just like turns around and then books it. Zorovan sees that happens, and you see him like almost like anime style, like disappear as you hear like a jumping sound.
So Tristan goes, "What the hell was that all about?"
Kalen goes, "I'm not sure. I hope Chirp is okay. He just booked it. By the way, guys, we need to go talk to Wakanga Otamu, like, immediately. He really, really, really needs to talk to us. But we should probably go find Chip, right?"
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, it would be better if everybody would be there for the talks. What happened to him? He seemed almost scared.
I agree. You guys make your way through the town, kind of keeping an eye on Chirp, trying to follow him, but eventually he leads back to the Thundering Lizard, where you guys are all too familiar with,
Sir Tristan walks in and goes, and to the bartender, just to fuck with him. Hey! He just waves.
The bartender goes, "Oh, Grimgard's here. Everyone, Grimgard's here. Everyone, make sure Grimgard's here." As he's like looking around, and everyone starts to, like, you see all the workers start to come out and like push all the tables like away from the center table that you guys usually sit at.
It just goes, if I didn't know better, I think they were scared of us, although I can't blame them. We did kind of have a couple of bar brawls here and beat up a couple of people in here, so yeah.
If I remember correctly, that bar brawl was their first impression of us.
It just goes, yeah.
So, it's morning. It's not super busy in here. They're serving breakfast. It's calm. Chirp, you are in your room. In the room that you had. Swamp. Tristan, you're downstairs. Kaylin, I believe, is there with you. Oh, I don't have a Kaylin token, so I'll get one. But we'll just say Kaylin's there with you. Sorry, and you guys are... Volo is also there as he appears before you. Hello. Well, things are getting a little intense, so I just want to check in on you guys. How are you doing?
Intense on your end.
Capital.
What?
Just goes, things have been capital. I mean, we had that whole funeral thing. Speaking of which, you didn't happen to see mutual friend Chirp run in here. He ran away from the funeral like he was possessed or something.
You look scared.
Very. I believe he came in and went upstairs, but he said he wanted some privacy, so I, obviously gave him his privacy. That's what you're supposed to do, right?
So just goes, we need to get him. We need something pressing has come up. We need to talk to a certain somebody that's very important. Wuhan to go.
You need to speak to... Okay, yeah. Meanwhile, Chirp, you're in your room. What are you doing?
I will have taken the book out. Probably sitting just in whatever corner. We'll go there. On just a stool, sort of half watching the door and then half looking through the tome, trying to understand what has just happened.
Yeah, but the tome is empty. I mean, your name is on that one page, and then you don't have a innate understanding of what even this thing really does. You'd probably have to like sit here and like, focus on it, attune to it, and then to really get a good understanding. But for now, all you see is like on the first page, what once was said Ridley Copperfield is crossed out. Copperfinger is crossed out, and it says Chirp, or whatever your full name is. I don't know what your full name is, but it just says Chirp.
Yeah, it is just true. But yeah. So despite the pages being empty, he like closes the book and then opens up the first page, and then goes through more of the pages to see that they're empty, and then closes the book and then opens the first page.
Yeah, I mean, as you do so, you could either give me a Arcana check, or you can do a religion check, or if you want, you could try to attune to it, but that's going to take an hour. So if you want to spend an hour and do that, you can. So your choice.
I think we'll start the Arcana check, but then I'll see what happens whenever people come upstairs. I didn't mean to roll that with advantage. Hold on a second. I guess what's the first one? The first one was a 9.
You have no idea. Not even a clue. You could try again with the religion one.
I mean, if you'll give it to me, I'm not gonna say no. A 9.
Yeah, you have no idea. Not even a little bit. You're like, open, close, open, close, open, close. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, and he's just gonna keep sitting with it until I guess somebody comes upstairs at the very least.
As that happens, you hear a knock at the door as you hear Volo. Excuse me, Sir Chirp. Tristan would like to speak to you. He's downstairs.
Volo will hear, because he's not being quiet about flipping the pages, so depending on how thin the walls are, he can hear the pages being turned, but does not get a response.
All right, I'll let him know you're busy. As he goes back downstairs, he goes to Tristan and Thwomp. He goes, it would seem that Master Chirp, or Sir Chirp, he's a little occupied right now. It seems like he may be doing a little bit of a study. I'm not sure.
So Tristan goes, hold on a second. Study? I didn't know he was a bookworm. He didn't answer you, did he?
It seems like he was maybe flipping through the pages or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, it doesn't seem he answered me at this moment in time.
So Tristan grows a little bit concerned. He goes, Volo, let me ask you a question. When he ran in here, did you notice him being very distant?
No, he seemed like he was more in a panic, but not distant. No, I wouldn't say that.
Like, were his eyes, bulging out of his head or something like that,
Well, no. I mean, also, he looks at Thwomp. He's a Kenku, so I don't know if that would be like appropriate for me to even make that assessment. You know what I mean?
Thom looks at Volo and goes, look, just say what's in your mind. I've heard everything under the sun.
I wouldn't know if it was normal. If
Bulging eyes is not normal. No, it's
yeah, right. Yeah, right. Right. That makes sense. Anyway, right. Well, anyways, I believe he's upstairs, and maybe you guys should go give him a talk. Okay. It would seem that she told me not to tell you guys, but I can't hold this any conscious. Megan and Yara were out looking for something that happened. I don't know. They got some type of scroll. Or I don't know what it is, but they went off and they said they're going on a quick adventure and they'll be back tomorrow.
Just that's why we haven't seen them of late. Well, thank you. Why don't you come with me? Let's go talk to our dear associate Chirp.
same wavelengths, brother. I'd imagine that maybe he'll be a little more more open to be talking to us. No, nothing against you, Volo, but he's not very talkative.
You hear Chirp a message from Kaylin. You good?
Did Kaylin, prior to this, give any inclination of closeness to Ridley?
Prior to the like, from your understanding, Kaylin did not like Ridley because he thought he was a coward, and Kaylin is very much a guy to take things on his way, but at least he faces his issue. So he didn't really like Ridley. However, he did spend a lot of time with Ridley because he was trying to help him because he's a good person, you know?
Okay. The response to the message would be, I'm not sure yet.
As you you hear that I'm not sure yet. Arrives Swamp and Tristan at the door. You hear a knock.
So just goes, hey, Chirp, I don't know if anything is wrong, but we're kind of pressed for time here, but is everything all right in there? I didn't think you weren't very close to, what's his name? Ridley.
Ridley?
Yeah, we didn't know him very long either, but he was a friend. He didn't. So Tristan goes, there's been a lot of strangeness around Ridley. I have to ask, you didn't see any weirdness recently, did you?
Does the door to the room open inward or outward?
It opens, I believe, inward. Let me see.
Yeah.
How does that? Yeah, it opens inward.
Okay. Chirp is going to stand on the side of the hinges, open the door for them to walk in and not be within the door frame. He's like hidden by the door.
Yeah. You guys see a door open when nobody's standing in front of the doorway.
Thwomp like responds like did Ridley's death affect you that bad? I mean, I'm not gonna judge, but I was simply not expecting this response. Or is there something else going on? You look scared.
You guys don't see him. He is behind the door. You just see an open door room. You guys are standing in the hallway right now.
I don't know, but I don't see him, and he hasn't responded, so I can't. Did something happen? So,
If they both just continue to stand there in their heads and their own voices, it'll just say go in.
It
as soon
just
as
goes, well,
yeah,
I'm gonna walk in. So Tristan, opens the door up and he walks into the room.
Thump follows after hearing that.
Kaylin's not here, but I need the token to be here so I can see you guys on stream. But go ahead.
You're good.
You guys walk in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the door closes behind you both. And now, without using your voices, he's using his own voice for once.
Thump
What did you know about Ridley?
Just goes, well, I'm going to tell it to you straight. Sir Tristan, leans on his cane, then he gets on the bed. Sir Tristan made a pact. We suspect he made a pact, or a half pact, more accurately, with an entity of some sort. We don't know what, but he never fulfilled his end of the bargain. And that probably is what killed him. We don't know the details. There's a lot of weirdness, a lot of mystery, a lot of things that went wrong. Nearly ended us on several occasions. And I was wondering if something like that, I have a conjecture, but you seemed spooked as soon as his body was committed.
And then as he brings that up and says spooked, I'll hold the book up by the spine to show the symbol that's on the front of the book to see if they can recognize it now that the symbol has changed.
Here's the ghost. What you got there? I'm not familiar with Pact knowledge. I was not really a studious member of the order. I was more of a blunt object, if being honest. But let me see if I can remember this. Like Sir Tristan, leans in closer and looks at the book symbol.
Tristan, give me a religion check or a Arcana check of your choice.
Religion check.
It's got to be a really good one, but I'm going to let you know.
He's rolled natural 20s every time you've said that, so.
I kind of regret it now.
Oh my God.
The roll of 9s. You have no idea.
So Sir just goes, I'm sorry, buddy. I don't know. I mean, I'm not an expert, but
you're familiar with semi-chronography, Thwomp, and you also just had some things happening. You can give a religion or Arcana check if you want as well. Go ahead, Tristan. What were you saying?
She goes, I'm not familiar, but I'm going to be real with you. Even the more studied members of my order would find this hard to point out.
Thump goes up to Chirp and goes, well, it's like, and as I look at it, it's not the same symbol that I had to punch Ridley out of, right?
Correct. Yeah, it's not that symbol. It's a different symbol, right?
No similarities, no nothing.
The book looks the same, actually. Like the actual book itself looks like Ridley's tome, but the symbol that was on the front of Ridley's tome is not the same symbol. It's a different symbol.
So, I mean, like the symbols don't have any similar.
If you want to make that deduction, if you want to make that deduction, you can give me a religion check, or with that history check.
Religion or history?
Yeah.
I'll do history since I'm trying to remember and see if and do comparisons. I'll go after it. History. Damn it.
I mean, they kind of look similar, sort of. Like, it's not like if they don't look the same, and honestly, they don't look like they're like, related. necessarily, but like the shape of it is like kind of around the same style of shape, like very strange language you really don't understand.
Wait,
However,
wait.
yeah,
You said language, yes?
correct. Yes, I did.
Okay. I'll go to Chirp and go. Well, it kind of looks similar to. Wait, and I go, this is Ridley's book, isn't it?
I think he wouldn't say anything. He would just look at you with like a knowing look.
If you don't say anything, I'm going to assume it's a yes because it has the same
He'll
color.
nod. He'll nod slightly if you don't pick up on the look. But
Okay. Yeah. Huh. I don't know why you picked it up. You didn't know him from much, but he was kind of haunted by it because at least from what everybody was throwing around, including himself, he didn't want to make a pact. You stormed off. Did the same thing happen to you over there, or?
honestly, it's kind of a blur.
Kind of a blur.
And apparently, nothing actually happened. None of you noticed anything. Nobody was looking at me. So it was all in my head.
Thumb is like, okay, all in your head.
But then he's going to, as he says, all in my head, open the front page of the book to show that Ridley's name is crossed out and that his name is now emblazoned on the tome. But just how much of it was in my head.
Just goes, I hate to be that guy, but you might have made a pact with whoever holds this book.
I hold this
Thwomple
book.
is like, yeah, physically, but a pact is made between two individuals. You were one of them. Who was the other?
I saw nothing.
Nothing?
It was darkness. It was just unending black.
So Tristan goes, we didn't see an unending black. We just saw the scenery. So that suggests to me you made a connection of some sort. A very deep connection.
To what? It was nothing.
So Tristan goes, that is the disturbing part.
That's the part that's concerning me the most because with remember that yes, the aboleth. Apparently my current theory is that he or she, whatever it was, smelled us because of us being in close proximity to Rit, and he was mentioning a lot of Ender, and I don't know what that is. Not really. We've been told a few little snippets of information, but I can't paint a clear picture. But that was a different symbol. The one that you have there is not that. So my intuition is telling me that it's not the same deity, or rather the same being. Okay. Bump goes to one of the beds. This is like, well, you said you saw a blur, yes?
It's not that I saw a blur, it's that it all happened so quickly and apparently, for the most part, in my head.
Okay. Well,
Well,
I had something similar happen. Sorry, you were saying?
Yeah, as I was saying, as you say that, you feel the itch in your throat start to resonate as the words I want to say freedom, but as the word freedom, like the word you feel to say right now is freedom in your voice.
Feel to say,
Yeah.
and I say this preemptively, out of character. Thwomp, it doesn't have the mask equipped just yet. He has it on him, just not laced, not attuned.
Right.
And that still happens. Yes.
Yes, that does happen. Right.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. The mask does not need to be on. It is permanently to you.
Okay. And Thwomp, in this happens almost uncharacteristically. Yes, just like a random burst.
Almost, yeah, like a Skyrim Force Ruda type shit.
Oh. Thwomp, as he's saying, is like, I had a as he's almost taken aback, not knowing what just happened. It was almost instinctual. It's like,
as you guys hear him say that this word, it's not common. It's some language. You're not really sure, but Chirp, as he says that, your body reacts as the tome opens up and flips through the pages, and you see the word freedom written down, and then you see a bunch of writing happening underneath, and it's just writing. About 3 or 4 pages are written in a language you don't understand, and afterwards, as it stops, you see Thwomp, and then as Thwomp is written, stuff is written about Thwomp on about 1 page.
Oh, that was in my tome?
Uh-huh.
And I don't understand it.
In a language you don't understand, correct. The word freedom was in common, but afterwards, it was in a language you don't understand.
And then Thwomp, I could understand, but the stuff about Thwomp, no.
Is in common. Yeah, no, you can understand stuff about Thwomp.
Oh,
and basically,
it's all of
yeah.
Gotcha.
And basically, it's like a quick summary of everything you know about Thwomp, and maybe like his attributes, like a profile page, basically.
Interesting.
Thwomp, does Thwomp notice this, or is this just to
Yeah,
Chirp?
you guys can see this, the tome. I mean, he has the tome out in front of you guys. It's not like it's closed. He had the page open, just so it said Ridley Copperfield crossed out with Chirp. And as that happens, it starts flipping through as you said that, Thwomp, and that's all that stuff is written down, and then your page is written down as afterwards.
Thwomp looks at it and not fear, but almost what would you call it? Like a nervous curiosity. He goes, I don't know what. I'm not sure what just happened. But maybe we can find out. As I pull out the mask from my bag and I go, I had a similar thing happen. It's better if I As he just doesn't say anything else and just puts it on his head as he tries to attune to it.
You put on the mask. As you put it on, the effects you felt it for this time, but the effects that you've read about start to happen where you can comprehend languages. However, the voice thing, that was I'll put it this way: the mask, when you attune to it, it doesn't need to be on to have the effects. But when you put the mask on, you look badass. It's a mask. It's a cool ass mask. You know what I'm saying? So as you put it on, you don't feel any different, but you do attune to it. So now you have the additional whatever effects that you are aware of having when you have this mask on.
Okay. I go, okay. I wouldn't call it a dream. It felt too real to be called a dream. Because in a dream, you would wake up. It felt like I was awake the whole time. As Thwomp goes to look at the book, he goes, okay. He looks at it and goes, and he casts comprehend languages through the resonant memory.
And as you cast comprehend languages in it's almost like a veil, like a Google Translate veil over your eyes. You start to read the story of your vision that you had of how what the Kenku were and how they went on an imperial rage and how they fucked with that god and all of the results of what happened, where it's in your vision you saw when you first put on the mask. And at the very end, it speaks of the curse being cracked. And, well...
On the freedom page?
Yep.
Okay. I do my best to summarize. It's like it talks about like the history of the Kenku and of us. As I look to Chirp and our fate, a fate that was cursed upon us. Because of what our kin had done, rather what was done to them, and a possible way, not an escape route, but a prison break from this curse of ours. I don't know how it happened or why, but it did. As I say that, I look at the page that has Thwomp's name on it, and I start to read it.
Thwomp, it is, when you read your page, it is everything that Chirp knows about you so far. However, when you read the page, as you read, it's like a one-page profile, but as you look over to the next page, your early life starts to get written in slowly, and then your mid-years, and then your time at the monk, and then all of your adventures thus far. And it's written, as you flip the page, more stuff gets written.
And it only starts to get written as I flip.
Right. As you look more towards the empty pages, they start to fill.
Thwomp, as soon as he flips through, let's say one or two, notices this happening and just stops. He doesn't flip another one. He goes, out of character, I rolled the D4 and I got 3. So there's 3 words.
Yep. Yeah. Freedom was one. You said you have 2 more today.
Okay.
And you can say freedom again, but you don't know any other ones necessarily right now.
Oh, I don't know any. Okay.
Yeah.
And Thwomp wasn't said. It was just added.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. Okay. I don't really. So Thwomp closes the book and just hands it back. He's like, I don't know how that book knows or what it's doing to know all that info in there. I'm not gonna flip more. That almost with like a scared look of like someone finding out, like someone like peeping into your life when you don't want them to. It's like, I don't know. How does it know those things about me? I don't know. And I don't really I don't know if I want to know.
At this point, Chirp goes back to being nonverbal and using your inner voices to speak with you again, and just says, well, sort of looking at Tristan at this point, since we're all doing the revealing magical secrets thing, is there anything that you've been holding back on?
So Tristan thinks, he goes, well, other than my mission, which is kind of classified, I can't think of much. I mean, there's some field reports that are classified, there's some secrets there, here and there, but personal stuff-wise, I can't think of much. Honest, I'm going to be real with you, there's so much stuff that I know that I've probably forgotten about it.
I'm going to be curt with you, Tristan. We work for different organizations. And my organization has concerns about your propensity for revealing sensitive information.
So Tristan goes, hold on, you're not talking about that stuff we found recently.
And in so doing, I believe, in so doing, I should say, of me being curt with you, I think it best that we genuinely work together. I understand that your mission might be classified, but there are obviously much bigger things at play that we all are intertwined with. And if I'm going to be intertwined with a mission from the Order of the Iron Gauntlet, or any of its auxiliaries, I believe that I have a right to know. But I can assure you, much like you, I'm quite capable of keeping missions secret.
So Tristan goes, all right, so what you're set, let me get this straight. You want to know what my actual mission is?
I want to ensure that none of us are being endangered by it. So yes.
So Tristan thinks for a second, he goes, all right, but not here. The walls have eyes here. And when I tell you the mission, you'll understand why I have to be so cautious.
Well, that was why I was using our inside voices, but if that's still not enough, then certainly we can find a better place.
Tristan goes, we are pressed for time, though. We got that whole Wakongo business. So tell you what, I will reveal my mission to you after we deal with the Wakongo business, after we meet him at the very least. We'll go back to the Harper's organization, the tower, and we'll find a secure room there, and I'll tell you what my mission is.
You swear it?
Absolutely. On my love of heavy weapons. That is the highest swearing that I will ever do.
Not your loving Lord Bahamut? Tristan, you're my chosen one!
Fine. But I think if you'll permit it, I will come along, but I think I'll be a little bit more focused on this tome.
So Tristan goes, oh, that's another thing. One thing. If I'm going to tell you this, I want a promise from you. Do not run from whatever this is. Ridley ran, and you saw the results.
No,
you
I
cannot run from this.
Don't believe that I have any intention to do so. The reason that I left that location so quickly was to ensure that I did not endanger anyone else.
So Tristan goes, that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean when I say run. What I mean by run is not to run from the destiny of whatever this is. You have entered. I am damn sure you have entered into a pact with something, and that thing is going to ask something of you very soon, if it hasn't already, and you will have to answer to it. whether you like it or not.
I understand that there are things that happen with these magical agreements that people refer to as pacts. But I also understand that words are fickle, and you can find your answers and your obligations can be quite malleable if they don't choose their words carefully.
She just goes, I understand. Just don't do what Ridley did, all right? Promise me that.
I won't be dying here.
She
And
goes,
that is where we will take our break. I think it's a great stopping point. Picking up. One second. Making some adjustments. Should have done this before I started, but shit happens.
We were too deep into the conversation.
Yeah, for sure.
But it was a good one, so it doesn't matter.
Ain't that the truth? Okay. You guys enter the Merchant Prince Villa. As you guys see the guards let you in, they're like, "Hey, what's going on, Grimguard? You guys are so cool. Please don't hurt us." And you see coming from downstairs. Oh my God, this is so. Jesus Christ. All right, sorry. You see coming from downstairs. Wakanga Tomu. So he comes out. He goes, "Well, look who it is. The famous Grimguard. You guys have made yourselves well known."
just goes, and we've probably been a thorn in your side, apparently. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, yes. Coming into a foreign country and bringing with you disruption and causing my fellow princes thousands upon thousands of gold. Well, people don't like that, and they kind of get really upset when you do so. Well, I'm going to be short with you. You guys, I need you to enter the tournament. Essentially, the other gods, essentially the other princess outside of Chikaru is, well, people don't want to go to the tournament if you're not going to go. That's the end of the short end of it. They think that Taban's a fraud, and no one else wants to compete unless you guys are competing because they don't think they'll be fighting the real champions.
So it just goes, I mean, that is true. He is a fraud. But, yeah, no. If we agree, when would this thing go down? Exactly.
Well, it's today. And not only today, but I already signed you guys up.
So just goes, great.
Kalen goes, right, yeah. He really had no choice, guys. If not, he was going to be, well...
Skinned alive? Burned?
No.
Flayed like a cat?
His connections would be cut. And we need him to have connections. Well, at least I do.
So just because that's the same thing. That's the same thing as being cut and filleted as a noble. Trust me, I've been there. I've seen it. You don't want to be in that position. All right, Wakanga, we'll do it. When do we have to be at the venue? I know it's today, obviously.
Well, it's around 10 o'clock. Starts at noon. You guys have about 2 hours. I would love to see if you guys are able to, well, can you guys not be a team? Can you guys do it individually? Basically, nobody wants to join the multi-unit, except Tabon's crew, and people would rather see the single unit tournament, but it's up to you when you get there. If you guys do enter the tournament as a team, I'm just gonna let you know that, well, unless you beat him with overwhelming force, people have ruled against you. I believe it might be rigged. To have Taban win.
Interesting goes. Let's do the singles. I guess I could go. I could go in. My heavy maul arm is my Chima hammer arm is getting a little rusty.
I mean, you can do singles and team, but if you go in as team, I'm just letting you know, unless you win overwhelmingly, it's rigged. A lot of people have money on it. And not myself included, but I have my money on you guys. So please do your best. I'm really sorry about this, but I had to do this.
So just goes. Yeah, this is not the first time it's happened to us. So, you did what you had to do. There's just some business I need to take care of before. It's short business. It shouldn't take more than an hour or two. Right in time for the tournament. That okay with you, Wakanga?
That's fine. I just want to let you guys know this. I deal in information. If you guys have any questions, you can come to me as well. Or you can take this. As he pulls out a small it looks like a gemstone wrapped in a face style of a watch, like a pocket watch. But it's not fully made. It's just the face style of it. It's not like a full pocket watch. So he goes, you could communicate with me through here, once a day or twice a day, depending on, how it goes. And we could have conversation for about an hour. Feel free to contact me. And he gives it to Kaylin.
So goes, alrighty. Well, if that's all, I think we'll keep in touch, and don't worry, we'll be there for that tournament. We'll put on a show.
Hampa interrupts real quick. Wait, you said that the team one would be rigged, just out of pure curiosity. What type of rigging are we talking about? More better weapons or more people?
Well, put it this way. This is normally a beat to submission tournament, and with referees or judges trying to stop anything that goes too far. But I fear if you guys go to the team tournament, they might allow that to progress.
And is there any guarantee that the singles wouldn't be rigged as well?
The reason why they did the team was because only Taban is entering. His team's entering, and they figured you guys would be the only others that would enter. It's an easy way for him to get a championship, basically.
How many rounds would it be on singles?
Well, there's about 12 people who joined. The 6 of you being included, so there's 6 more. Taban's team, only Taban entered the singles. His team didn't really enter the singles. And there's 5 others. Where's your friend? Yarrow, and I believe you guys have another team member, right?
Yeah,
Yet to
Megan,
return.
our druid.
Nope. See, you only need 4 at a minimum for a team. So if you decided to do that, you could. So probably be like 3 rounds, maybe at the most, with each of you in singles. Kaylin goes, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna do singles. If I have to do team, I will, but I'm not doing singles. So
if we do singles, it'll be 4 rounds for each. If we do teams, it would be 1.
correct.
But that one would be very much rigged.
Right. It'd be rigged, and it's a way that they can make Taban the de facto champion again.
Correct me if I'm wrong about betting on fights, but wouldn't everyone betting on Tarbon and then you betting on us mean that if we win, you get the most money out of it?
He looks at you with glaring eyes, like, "Oh fuck, no. I mean, technically yes, but I just have my faith in you guys. That's why I really betted on you, and not the other way around."
Well, that's fine. You made a financially reasonable choice, trust me. Wouldn't you want us to just do the singles so that you could get all of the money straight away?
What do you mean?
Well, if we win against Tarbon, you get the largest payout, no?
Right?
You mean the group one? Yes?
Right.
Because there'd just be 1 fight.
One fight, all odds against us, except for your bet on us. Sounds like it would be lucrative.
Give me an insight check. Sure.
Sure. My screen. Insight. 12.
Pretty good at insight. 12. You could tell he is not being forthright with you about, he thinks that, he's betting on you because everyone else is betting on the other people because it's rigged. And so he's betting on you guys because he thinks that you guys are stronger than them. And he doesn't want to be like, he's kind of like expecting you guys to go into the team. He's like trying to reverse psychology you into going into the team battle. So he's not being forthright about it, but he is betting on you for those purposes. Because of the stories you guys, I mean, from his perspective, you guys have to understand, you guys came in, you beat the champion, you went out, you came back with fucking super powered up. You got the fucking, Flaming Fist in town have all rescinded, right? So the Flaming Fists are no longer like patrolling the town. The Flaming Fist has said you guys had the order from the Flaming Fist is that you guys are to be treated as like high-ranking officials because of your efforts out in the jungle. And some of your stories are starting to be regaled from some of your allies that you've come across with. I'm being Zvolo. And one of them being Volo. And so people are the mass, the public is betting on you guys because they don't know it's rigged,
Sure. So in knowing that and seeing what he's trying to do, but if it's going to be so dangerous, I mean, it's rigged, we might lose. If we are to come out on the other side of this, I think we would need some sort of a return favor, especially since we've already been thrust into this against our will.
Fine. What do you want?
And at this point, he'll turn to the rest. What do we want?
Well,
do you want? Percentage? Want me to pay you out? What do you want? You want money? You want information? You want political power? What can I give? How can I help you?
What I want is probably a little different from what these fine folk all together would probably want. So unless you intend to give us individual recompense, I would leave it to the group to decide.
Well, how about we do a little bit of a rain check, right? We could think about it and come back with a contract, or if do you need to agree to it right now?
So it just goes.
I'll take an IOU.
Yeah, let's take an IOU. You never know.
Okay. I love you guys. You guys do your thing. I believe in you. I have things to attend to, so see yourselves out. Have a good one.
So just goes. And on that note, let's head back to the Harper's Tower so I can fulfill one of my promises.
All right, but just to be clear, we're going into the team one. Yes, that's what that's what he wanted us to do.
Chirp is nodding.
So just goes. I guess we're doing team.
Oh boy,
You guys can do both if you want.
one after the other, or
Yeah. So the team one is like later in the day. The individual, the tournament, the first tournament is a singles tournament.
So the singles
Okay.
tournament starts at 10, and then we go
The singles
through...
tournament starts at 12. Then they go through the
12.
tournament, and then the team tournament starts afterwards.
Okay. I don't know how I would fare in a long, protracted engagement. Like, I'm sure you all understand about me. I am more for one-on-ones where they don't know that I'm coming.
subterfuge? Yes.
Precisely. But if you guys wanted to participate, I wouldn't be inclined to stop you. I will participate in the team regardless, because that's numbers advantages are important in things like that.
And Kaylin goes, and also when you win the singles, they give you like a $5,000 gold reward. So you get paid pretty well. It generates a lot of the revenue. So they give big payouts to the singles, and for the teams, it's actually 7,000 gold. So there's a lot of money to be made here. Unfortunately, with the way that things go, a lot of the times he just goes to the same guy, right? Goes to Taban, he gets really rich, and then he gets, that money flows back into whatever.
So it just goes. Look, I don't like that guy. Let's screw him over. Let's do both.
And I will wish you, at the very least, the best. Like I said, I don't think I'd fare too well. So
if we do the singles, it would only be Tristan and I, since
Correct.
Galen isn't very enthusiastic of doing that. Can't say I blame him.
Yeah, fuck all that,
Chirp.
to be honest.
And Chirp, you don't seem very enthusiastic on that, and I also do not blame you. So it would be 12 rounds, 6 rounds each. That is a lot of fighting.
No, it would only be in total, like out of character, like it would be like 3 fights for each of you. You all would have 3, like one-on-one each, and you could fight each other in the tournament finals as well.
Mega rigging.
I mean, that's the only thing my participation would do, is give us greater odds of one of us at the very least making the finals, if not all of us. But then I would be spent most likely for the team fight.
Oh yeah, that's another detail that we had to make sure. We ought to make sure. Are there any breaks in between the fights, or it's just going to be continuous?
There's like a 2-hour break between the end of the tournament to start the next.
No,
What
I
about
mean,
between the
between
singles?
the solo fights? Yes.
Oh yeah, there's like I'd say 10-15 minutes between each fight.
Okay, so
After it
we can-
ends, you know.
we can kind of regroup for like a huddle. Okay.
Yeah, it's not like you guys will be separated. You'll be in a stadium watching, you know.
And is there a list of the contestants that already signed up? Anyway.
There is a list, yes. But you guys are not there yet. You guys are headed over. You guys are at the
Harbors.
Harbors,
Okay,
right?
but good to know. Good to know. We can get some names going.
So, you guys are at the Harper's Tower, and you're in a room. You're secure. Galen goes, "All right, guys. I have some work I have to do. I'll see you guys back at the coliseum for the." And he tells you where it's at for the tournament. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good.
He walks off.
Okay.
Sir Tristan goes, all right, so as promised, I guess I'll tell you about my mission. Sir Tristan brings out a letter from Oliver, and he whips it open. First off, how many of you guys are aware of my relationship with the current king of Hawk's Moon?
Hawk's Nest, New Hawk's Nest.
New Hawk's Nest.
Well,
Now aware of it.
I'll
Sir
wear
Tristan
through
goes,
good talks and whispers. Your name is was pretty common among the people back in the mainland.
yes. Well, me and Seth, ever since we were in the same chapter together, we've been thick and thin, and I've seen him rise all the way to the king, being a king or whatever. Now, obviously, you know me as a hero. Maybe you don't, but I'm a world famous hero, essentially. Here's the thing. The reason why I had to keep this secret and why I'm being so secretive and why I haven't told anybody about this is because my mission is to find Seth, the missing king. He's been missing for quite some time. Nobody knows where he is. The last location of him was Chult, right here. And you can imagine why I had to keep this secret. If this got out, the amount of panic and sheer... Actually, hell, I'm not even worried about the panic. And there are so many nobles that I could think of right off the top of my head that would just kill each other if they knew this. Like, if they even had a slight hint of this, there would be a bloodbath at the top tier of society.
Well, that coincides with some of the information that I've been getting from the Harpers.
So that's why I'm here. I'm here to find his ass. Knowing him, he found something and he got way in over his head, as he usually does.
At this point, DM, would I be attuned to the book?
Yes, you would.
As he's talking about these things, specifically Seth, does the book do anything?
So, as he mentioned, Seth, the book does create if you're actively opening the book, you know, it's not like it does it without the book being open, right?
Because I've been sort of focusing on it. And I'll pull it out in this moment. Just to see.
Yeah. And as you say about Seth Harlow, the information you know about Seth goes on first, and as he speaks, the information that he's talking about starts to be revealed.
All right. Now I'm starting to get a picture of how this book works too. So much of a picture that I think I understand it completely because no, I'm just kidding. And so he'll close the book as no, I will say meaningful information, but not immediately useful information is being presented by the book. Put that away. Well, Schultz a big jungle.
Like Sergius goes, the greatest lead that we have is that Pirate Bay that we were told to go to, essentially. Apparently a likeness of some guy has been seen there that looks awfully a lot like Seth. And one of his, to make matters even better, one of his code names that I'm familiar with was used as well. So there's a good chance that he's there. And if not, there's probably somebody there who knows where he is. Obviously, I don't need to tell you that this is the top level secret. Honestly, I should be killing you just for you revealing this information. This is some top tier secret stuff here.
And yet, now that you said it, and Chirp kind of looks around, sort of raising his arms to, address everything around him. Nothing's on fire, and it's all in my head because you used telepathic link. Nobody should know, except people who probably already know.
It's interesting as yes, but I've learned to be extra cautious, especially around my former employers, the Lord's Alliance. You have no idea the depths they will go. In fact, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself, a little bit more, spy?
Well, in the interest of maintaining your good faith, I think I can agree to this. There isn't much more to me than the Harpers, if I'm completely honest. In my youth, was harbored as a fugitive from the Zentrum. My family, lived in a place where they were rampant and running everything. They had all of the fingers and all of the pies, as they like to do, as I'm sure you know. And unfortunately, my family, my parents, got a little close. A little too close. Right about the time that they wanted out. So they were chased. And the Harpers found them. And because of their service to my family, I have pledged myself to the service of the Harpers. I've always had this knack for psychic ability, using people's minds against them and so on. And so I figured it was a bit of a shoo-in, given that I was working for a spy agency and had mental abilities unlike the majority of people. So I thought to use it as best as I could. And that brought me into the position of one of the lead spies in the organization. I'm sure you've noticed how comfortable I am in people's heads.
Interesting size. And he goes, well, if you're with the Harpers, then I can give you a little bit more trust. Well, let me tell you something. I've been on the mainland for quite some time now, obviously. I've experienced the upper echelons of society. After Tiamat was felled, there have been some big, big changes that are rocking all of society. And it's all because Seth has been our ruler, and he has allowed these changes to go through. Changes that have rocked society to its core. There are elements within our nation that would like to see these changes go away. Now, thankfully, thanks to Seth's leadership, or the very least appearance of that, those people have been given the cold shoulder, and it's been for the betterment of society. But if they were to learn, I have to stress this, if they were to learn of his disappearance, they would gain a lot more political power, and they would go back to putting us into the same mistakes that got us into this position in the first place. You know of the collapse of Waterdeep, correct?
I believe I'm familiar.
Yeah, that was caused by those kinds of people. We don't want those people ever getting power again. Or at the very least, we want them on the back foot.
I assure you, Sir Tristan, that it is not lost on me, the severity of what you have just told me. However, I can also assure you, at least the people that I have been directly in contact with in the Harpers would not use this for any ill. And I'm not going to spread this around by any means, but I only say that as a means to show that our goals can be certainly aligned. I will admit, the Harpers assigned me to Grimguard to assist you and the group. So
Just goes, I'd prefer it if you didn't tell your masters of this, obviously. The less people that know, the better.
again, the severity is not lost on me.
Well, that's all I have. I mean, there's other secrets that I know here and there, but that's the major one. Other than that, I don't know much more than that. So everything that I know, you now know.
Well, we're in the right place, at the very least, to solve a lot of these issues, it would seem. So I think we keep our nose or beaks to the grindstones, as they say. We'll fight this tournament, and then we'll save your king.
Alrighty then. Sir Tristan, uses his cane, and he's like, I like this cane a lot. Sir Tristan swings the cane around, he's like, when I get back, I'm gonna see if I can do some martial arts with this thing.
And that is where we will take our break. You guys see an announcer come into the center stage as she starts to, people start to hush down as you hear it comes to a murmur.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the singles tournament. Tonight this afternoon we'll be having a great fight. The famous or infamous Grimguard is amongst us.
As he says that, you hear the crowd erupt in cheer around you guys. And then he says,
On the other side we have 5 new adventurers, 1 lady's here, and our champion, Tama.
as you guys hear boos like hush across the entire stadium. And this is a big coliseum. This isn't like small. As the person goes,
Now we will start our first match of the singles. Zorovan versus Shikalti.
as people go, who? You guys see a fighter step into the stage. And you guys, like 2-3 minutes pass by as he goes,
Zorovan, if you do not show, you will be disqualified. Going once, going twice.
as you guys hear a stoom land down as Zorvan appears before you. You see him having a tiny little, like, maybe 2-inch knife with him.
Mother.
Let us begin.
Ding, 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 ding. As you guys see this fighter, like, this guy looks pretty. He has like a 2-handed sword, not a samurai sword, but like a knight's, like a straight sword or a long sword. As he like jumps towards Zorovan really quickly with his sword and goes to slash, and you see Zorovan just take his dagger and then like prick it at the very tip of the sword as the sword cracks as he takes the dagger and then slashes the air, not the guy, and the guy just gets immediately slashed as blood starts spewing out all over from him as he falls down to the ground. everyone goes. The crowd erupts as people start cheering as the announcer goes.
Well, that didn't take very long, now did it? Our first winner is Zorba!
Thorvon
As people start cheering.
doesn't look like the gem dragonborn that I clocked at the funeral, right?
Oh yeah, that's definitely who it is. Zora Von Drock, the gemstone dragonborn. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Our next battle, Tristan Copperfield vs. Wakando.
Now you guys know Wakongo Atumo, but this is not the same Wakongo.
Oh.
Another fighter steps into the ring with it looks like a samurai sword.
Tristan steps into the ring with his cane, but he has his hammer ready to go. So Tristan lays his cane down and goes, an honorable warrior from the east. I don't know if this is proper etiquette, but Sir Tristan bows.
He bows back. He goes, "Let us begin." So like he's like a Cholton with dreads, has like a samurai sword on him. All right, Tristan, roll initiative.
All right.
Hold on one second before you roll. All right, roll initiative. A 0. Okay, well, I guess that guy goes first. Let me just roll for him real quick. Okay. He'll go first. He will take out a samurai sword. He will power up as he goes towards you, Tristan. Oh yeah. And he swings. Whoops. What the fuck? Wait, is this the right seat? Oh no, it's this sheet. Okay.
If it matches, does that miss?
No, I didn't roll it. It wasn't the right guy. I was like, why is it rolling? This should be that one, but it was a. So
However,
it is a 21 minus 5 is
16.
16, right? 16.
That definitely misses.
He rolls. He swipes again. Nat 20 for a 22. I'm assuming that hits. Tristan, you take 24 points of slashing damage as he action surges and swings again. 14 misses. 19.
I think my armor class is 19.
Meets it, beats it.
He meets it, beats it. So you take 7 slashing damage. So I believe it's 24 plus 7.
31.
31.
Damn, that's a lot of damage. Okay.
Your turn, Tristan.
I'm going to. Let's see. I guess I'm going to use a. Let's see. How many lay on hands do I have? 20? I'm going to use all of my lay on hands on myself.
Okay.
And that should give me up 20. We'll have 25. All right, and let's see. Can I do anything else?
Well, that's your action. So you have your bonus action.
Nope.
Okay, his turn again. He's going to swing. Well, 20 hits, right?
Yep.
So you take 17 slashing damage. He swings again. 5 misses.
All right, 25 minus 17 is 6.
25 minus 17, 8.
8. You know what? I don't know if we're going to win this, so I'm going to use the Chime Hammer with Great Weapon Mastery, and I'm going to smite him.
Okay. You missed. You hit the actual hit the word, not the attack.
Oh, okay.
Nat 1. You miss critically.
Do I get another attack? I think I do, right?
Do you have multi-attack? Check your sheet. Is that level 5?
Let me see. I can't remember. I don't think multi-attack happened yet. Let me just...
No, you do not have multi-attack.
No, I know. Okay.
This guy does have multi-attack. Because he's a higher level than you.
Alrighty. Let me see if I have any bonus actions. I don't think I...
You have plenty. You have
Oh, yeah, I'll take Shield of Faith. That'll
okay.
bring me up to 21, right?
All right, yeah, that it will. All right, he's going to swing again. 12 misses. 19 misses. Your turn.
Let's swing again. Oops.
That's okay, Judge. Just roll it in chat. Nat 20 as that hits. As you guys, Tristan, how do you finish him off?
Sir Tristan hits him upside the head, and then he moves back as a flame comes down from the sky from a dragon, just nukes him from orbit.
Holy shit!
The guy gets fucking nuked to eternity as he falls down, smithering, smoking. He's still alive, but he's knocked down. And as the crowd erupts, and the announcer goes,
That was spectacular! Everyone give a round of applause for Tristan!
people are going crazy. You guys look over, you see Taban sweating. He is like, what the fuck?
He turned him
Who
into
are these
a
people
puddle.
in the tournament?
I don't know why. I just like I turned to Thwomp and I'm like, I don't know why he waited so long to hit him. Did you see that?
He was building up tension. I've seen these.
Is that what that was? Dude, I'm telling you, I don't understand these fight rings.
Looks interesting, just swings his hammer on his back, and he just has a sly smile on his eye. He just spits out a tooth or whatever. It's like, ugh.
I whispered to like, no, you don't get it. Because people were cheering him, he wasn't the underdog, but he made them think he was the underdog because he was pushed against the wall.
This guy's amazing! Yeah!
As I point at the people screaming, it's like, see, he's good.
Wow.
If you guys see a monk step into the stage,
While the fighters are getting into position, I'm going to use my psychic power to contact Zorovan.
you hear a link establish. You.
You saw me.
I did.
You saw that?
I did. Let's talk.
Let's.
All right, Thwomp. Hold on 1 second. Thwomp,
No
roll
worries.
initiative.
Initiative.
All right, Thwomp. You're up first.
All right. Oh, the ref is still in the ring. Okay. Whew. All right. Get to close quarters. Once more. 2 steps. As I go to... almost thematic. I'm gonna go for the knees once more. Gotta get him off balance.
Nat 1, you miss as he blocks it like pow. You do your knee, he blocks it with his other knee.
All good. And then we pull. Let's see. Oh, 2 key points. We're just gonna do a bonus action hit with 1 key point being spent for flurry of blows. 2 unarmed strikes.
8 misses. 23 hits.
4 psychic, 7 bludgeoning.
Pow! Pow!
I missed the first 2 to the legs, but it was a diversion as I hit him in the chin with the 3rd punch.
Ugh. He takes out his quarter. Oh, is that your turn?
That is my turn, because I was action and bonus action and movement. Yes.
He takes out his quarterstaff. He uses a key point to do patient defense as he kind of takes a defensive stance. He takes out his quarterstaff and swings. 21.
Hits.
6 bludgeoning, 6 force damage.
Ooh.
Then he's gonna unarmed strike. 14.
14 misses.
16.
Misses.
You guys are going blow for blow, blocking and fighting each other, getting in blows. Your turn, Fwomp.
Fucking monks.
That was like fucking 3 bonus actions. What the fuck? Okay. This guy's crazy. He has unarmored. He has a patient defense, right?
Right.
That means disadvantage, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Be disrespectful. Take the dodge action.
Take the dodge. That would be so funny. We're gonna go for... We're gonna go for 1 hit at Disadvantage for my action.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, let me make sure. Patient defense. Okay, yeah.
Triangle.
Yeah, 1 hit for my action. 11.
11 hits.
11 hits.
Uh-huh.
2 psychic, 6 bludgeoning, 2 force.
Okay, 10. Okay, he looking pretty fucked up.
I am. What?
And
So that we can.
I will use 1 key point for my bonus action and patient defense as well.
Ah,
Ooh.
he's gonna. Is that your turn?
That is action and bonus action, yes.
Okay, he 26 disadvantage. 13,
Misses.
and he'll use bonus action to do unarmed strike. 2 key points. 10 that misses.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, he's rolling 20 on disadvantage. Let's go. 7 bludgeoning.
7 bludgeoning. That
Yep.
hits.
Yep. And that's his turn.
And he didn't use key to patient defense again, correct?
No, he didn't.
Perfect.
He's
All
blowing
right.
through his key right now. He's after that last hit, he was like, "Oh shit!"
All right.
After the first hit, I should say.
Now it's back to no disadvantage.
Yeah.
And we are going to... How much is this? As an action, you can do that. Okay. Want to make sure. Okay, the attack action. Yes. Okay. We're gonna do Knuckles of the Conduit. 25.
Hits, of course.
11 damage, 4
How do you
psychic.
finish
5
this?
bludgeoning. All right. Even though it was 1 hit, I'm gonna like do a bunch of like fake attacks, like to the left,
Feints?
right, down, a bunch of feints. He's just getting him like super weird, and then the final one, I go up to him 1 punch and just 1 inch, right in the chin.
Dang.
As he falls down. As the crowd erupts. Whoa! They just saw like 2 martial artists go. And then boom! And as he falls to the ground, the crowd erupts into cheer.
As he falls, I like put my 2 fingers like towards him, like fading, and then I just suck up 7 temporary HP.
As the crowd goes, and the announcer goes, "Woo!"
What emotional is the grim god's name holds true.
Yeah! Yeah!
Insane.
And with that, I like scream out. I use one of my true voice words, and I just freedom
Yes.
to the crowd.
As a magical goes through the air, the crowd looks shocked, and silence falls, and then screams again. Yeah! Up next.
Up next, we have Top On versus Raphael.
Now we get to see Carbon work. Okay.
You guys see Taban get into the center of the stage. And this fighter has like a bow and arrow on him. As the fight begins, the guy with the bow takes out like a longbow, fires it, boom! As it whizzes past Taban dodges. It hits the wall and it impacts the wall, and like a giant circle happens, boom! And then it explodes. As the guy takes out another arrow and fires it again. as that one hits Taban directly square on in the chest as it impacts him as he gets pushed back 10 feet. Taban, enraged, rages and dashes towards the guy. I'm sorry, he doesn't dash. Doesn't rage. He dashes towards the guy as he begins to takes his weapon out. The guy, thrown off by Taban's ability to close in, tries to jump back, triggering Taban to attack him as he slashes the guy across the chest. Just blood starts spurting out. The guy goes to the side, takes out a short bow, fires a short bow, sits Taban. 2 more, pop, pow, pop, pow. Taban straight into the side. Taban takes it, but it closes in and takes his great sword and slashes across the guy as the guy starts bleeding out as he falls down.
And that, my friends, is why he's our champion!
And everyone goes, boo! Boo! Taban turns around and plays the heel as he's throwing his hands up in the air.
Up next, we have Zorovan versus Tristan!
Zorovan takes the stage.
So Tristan walks out with this cane. He's like, it's been a while since we met.
Yes, it has. I take this duel with honor. As fighting a person like yourself, I see you've gained your step back. Well, maybe you've lost a step, but gained another.
So Tristan goes, I'd say I gained a nice piece of wood, wouldn't you say? So Tristan, waves his cane around.
You really are playing into your old man. Let us begin. You guys see Zorovan with one hand in his dagger jet towards Tristan. But he rolled a nat 1 as he goes to attack Tristan with his dagger, and he gets Tristan. You're able to hit with your cane, repel his attack as he chuckles as he swings once again. I can't believe you rolled a nat 1. That's crazy. 1 second. Uh, 19. So that matches, that hits. You take 7 piercing damage. As that'll be his turn.
Let's see. Alrighty. Let's see. I'm going to use weapon mastery. No smite just yet. Let's do this.
That misses. That's your turn. He's going to swing again. 15 misses. He swings one more time. 17 misses. Your turn.
Right.
You guys are just parring, and you guys are fighting each other off. That misses as he's parrying back with you. You guys are. It's starting to. The battle's starting to get intense. As he swings. Ooh, wait, no, that's the wrong one. A 10. That misses. He swings again. Nat 20. As you take 17 piercing damage. Your turn.
Use Divine Smite on it. God
That
damn.
misses as he swings. 16 misses. 9 misses. Your turn.
Oh my god!
You guys, as this battle starts to rage on, you guys see as they towards the center of the stage, the ground below them starts to tremble a little bit as like the weight of the force is being blocked is starting to create like its own inertia. The 5 misses. Zorovan goes again. 18 misses. 16 misses. Tristan.
All right.
13 misses.
My God.
He swings. Nat 1 misses. Oh my God. 17 misses. Tristan, as the ground below starts to like crackle, you hear cocoon. Tristan.
Damn
5
it.
misses. 5 misses. 15 misses. Tristan.
Oops.
Nat 20. As you haven't find a stat.
I don't know if that counts because that was a javelin. I clicked that by mistake.
Okay. Well, you still had Divine Smite on, so I'll count it, but because I like the moment. Rule of cool. So just roll your damage for your greatsword or your chime hammer.
All right, so like that.
Correct. Okay. So you do 20, and then because it was a crit, roll me 1 more d6, or actually 2 more d6.
2d6.
Hit that 12. Damn.
Right. So that is 26 damage. And it's you can use your bonus action since it is a Great Weapon Master crit.
Oh yeah, that's right. So another great weapon hit.
Yep.
All right, without divine. Right.
Hey, yo.
14 misses.
My God.
Zorovan swings. 19 misses. Oh my God. 14 misses. Tristan, your AC is really high.
Yeah.
He rolls high, but he has Great Weapon Master on, so he's missing a lot. An effective Great Weapon Master, I should say, not Great Weapon Master in of itself, but yeah. 11 misses. Oof. All right, 21 matches. It hits. You take 15 piercing damage.
I'm out.
As you Tristan falls. Zorovan stands tall as he goes. As the crowd erupts as Tristan falls, the announcer goes.
Wow! What a battle! Zoro!
And everyone erupts. Yeah! Tristan, you're escorted back. Zorovan goes back.
Up next we have Thwop versus Tome.
Everyone starts booing when they hear Taban. Boo! Swamp, you're up first.
Both times. Holy shit, it's been my one. All right. I lock eyes with him as the fight is starting. And I just
locked eyes at you.
I swiftly go up to him. As I go for like a running punch. With my action. 17.
Hits.
5 bludgeoning, 2 psychic, and 4 force. So 11 damage.
Okay. That hurts.
And I will. Ooh. As soon as I throw that punch, I use. Yes. Yeah. We're just gonna patient defense right there.
Okay, he is going to rage and swing. 17.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Fuck. Okay. 18.
Damn,
No,
a
17.
disadvantage.
Sorry.
17 at disadvantage.
Yeah, he rolled a 17 and an 18, so 17.
It hits. It hits.
You take 8 slashing damage as he rolls again. Disadvantage 14.
Misses.
The third one, 11.
Misses 3. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, your turn, Thwomp.
All right. We're gonna go for. Jesus Christ! 3 attacks. I was expecting 2. Fuck. Okay. We are going to. Hit him again. We're gonna go for it again. 18.
Hits. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Don't worry.
18
11.
hits.
7 bludgeoning, 3 psychic, 1 force.
No, go ahead and roll your damage, brother. I didn't mean to hit that. 14.
14.
Yeah, that hurts. It hits and hurts. He's looking fine, though. I mean, you're definitely putting some groundwork in right now.
All right. And we are gonna. Okay. The feature, the Echo Strike is only 1 per turn, right?
Yeah.
And he's raging. Last encounter, that wasn't very good. So we're going to I did my action section. Shit. Fuck it. Fuck it. We're gonna flurry of blows.
Okay.
Alright, I'm armed.
Nat 20.
It is
Ooh, that's
a
tough.
9 bludgeoning because the psychic doesn't count since that was that already took place.
Okay. 9 bludgeoning.
9 bludgeoning.
That hurts.
And that is it for my turn.
All right. He swings again. A 14 misses. A 16 misses. A 17 hits. You take 16 slashing damage.
Ouch.
Your turn.
16.
Uh-huh.
All right. Hit him with knuckles of the conduit once more, just trading blows. 20.
Hits.
2 psychic, 2 force, 5 bludgeoning.
Okay. That hurts. I mean, you're putting work in. He's getting fucked up. He's looking pretty beat. He's not bloody, but he's looking pretty beat up.
Okay. And ooh. He's doing. Fuck it. I'm gonna use 1 key to disengage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna run for the wall right here. 50 feet
Okay.
over. No, 40. Wait, let me make sure. Wait, actually? Disengage your dash action on your turn. On your bonus turn, your jump distance is doubled. Can I do the like my movement and do a little jump?
Yeah, of course.
Then yeah, right here.
On the wall.
Like next to it. Yeah.
Okay. He's going to use his turn to dash to you. As he goes, "Get back here, you coward!" As he runs up to you. Your turn. Evidently,
What?
he loses his rage.
Ooh,
Thank you.
that's huge.
And with that, where is it? Yeah. Okay. We move to the side right here. And we monk unarmed. Oh, no, Knuckles of the Conduit his ass once more. 10.
Misses.
He's not enraged anymore. So we're gonna I don't know if I should do that, so I'm not going to. I can still use items and everything, right? Or is that not allowed per?
It's within your action economy. Go ahead, do whatever you can. You know.
How much is a healing potion? Action or bonus?
I believe I said that a healing potion was a bonus action.
Was a bonus. Okay. And my action was already used. Man. I don't like that he had a 16. That's the only thing. Alright. We're going to just one. Wait. Yeah. Bonus action monk unarmed strike.
Okay.
17
hits.
So 1 psychic, 7 bludgeoning.
Poof, poof. Ugh. He's bloodied.
I think that should. Do I risk it? Do I risk it? Fuck it. End of my turn.
All right. He takes 3 strikes, 2 nat 1s, and a 22 with 4 slashing damage.
Okay.
And that's his turn.
Oh shit. Okay. We're gonna Knuckles of the Conduit once more. A 22.
That hits.
13. 8 bludgeoning, 4 psychic, 1 force.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And we flurry of blows.
Flurry of blows.
Ah, damn it.
Miss.
However, it is my turn. That was action, bonus action. there's nothing that gives me that. Okay. Yeah, that is the end of my turn. But I will move
right.
over here.
Okay, he rolls 3 attacks. 13, 15, 8. All miss. Your turn.
All right. I'm gonna trade again. 11.
Misses.
Damn.
Misses.
Oh, the miss.
You guys are blocking each other at this point.
End
You
of my
really just can't
turn.
find a way to get past this guy's defenses. He swings at you. 3 attacks. He definitely seems like he's tiring out at this point. 12, 13, 15.
Miss, miss, miss. I'm sidestepping all of them.
Shoot, shoot, shoot. Dodge, dodge, dodge.
You know what? I am going to... This is cutting it close. Okay. I'm not gonna take any chances with this motherfucker. I'm gonna disengage. Disengage. Where is it? Because he has missed, and that is fortunate for me. 40 feet. Right here. And as soon as I reach that point, I like backflip for the jump, like 5 more feet, and I like as I'm in the air, I grab the potion and chug it.
Okay, give me roll the potion. Heal yourself. All right.
10
10 healing.
healing.
He uses action to dash to you, calling you a coward. That's his turn.
And as soon as he's right in front of me, I do like an uppercut with the knuckles.
Okay. Nat 20. Whoo!
Yeah.
That is
11,
11 plus 6 plus 4, so
21.
21 points.
He's looking fucked up.
Jesus Christ, his health pool.
21 points and bonus action, monk unarmed, 11.
Misses.
All right. End of my turn.
His turn. He swings 3 times. 15, 19. That hits. You take 9 slashing.
Okay.
4. That misses. Well, no, 4 plus 9. So
Still
14,
misses.
13. That misses. Yeah.
13.
His turn.
All right. We're gonna knuckle him back in.
Oh wait.
12.
I just
What?
want to say I'm gonna let you take this because you rolled a crit. Do you not do Eldritch Blast?
Oh my god, you're so right. That is a...
Brother.
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot about that feature because I haven't rolled a crit. You said you'd let me take this.
Yeah.
All right, then can I take this as like a
The damage,
super
do the
quick
damage.
bonus action for this turn?
No, just as a result of the crit, just go ahead and give the damage.
Okay, sure. Roll, where is it? There it is.
Yeah. Give me the damage.
2 psychic, 13 force.
All right. I mean, I rolled that. If you want to roll it, go ahead. Or if you want to take that, you can.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Okay. I mean, roll. I meant to hit on the show.
Damn.
I meant to hit on the spell description here, but
It
I think doesn't it knock you back? No.
does it? Let me check.
You
the
have
thing.
you have to have repelling blast for that to happen.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
You have to have the Eldritch Invocation.
Okay. I thought it did, but that's what I meant to hit. But anyways, you'll take it anyway. He looks really fucked up. All right, now go ahead and your turn.
Okay. So, do you want me to just start the turnover or continue?
Did you roll? Oh yeah, you did roll. Okay, yeah, 12 misses.
All right. Monk unarmed. 15.
15 hits.
1 psychic, 6 bludgeoning.
How do you finish this?
As soon as I hit the sucker punch from him being like run towards me, he like kind of reels back from it. And as soon as he's reeling back, I like shoot the Eldritch Blast right onto his like torso, like boom, right there, center mass. And as soon as that blast hits him, I get my other fist and I just hit it one more time right there. Double punches his packs.
As he falls down, everyone erupts. People are going crazy. The announcer comes back on.
Our former champion has been defeated. This is an amazing turn of events. The finals will be Zoro and Drake versus Thor.
As the announcer's saying this, and like Talon's on the ground, I just go up to him, 2 fingers, 7 HP.
Glug, 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 glug.
Hell yeah.
All right. Take a short rest and get ready for the finals.
All right. Unfortunately, I spent all my hit dice, so as soon as we're taking the short rest, I asked her, like, hey, do you have anything to help me out here?
I'll pass her the potion that I took from Ripley's.
Kalen also has like 8 potions. He's like, oh, by the way, guys, I made these. From all the 17 magical mushrooms you guys have.
I will still pass the 1 potion that I took. Didn't steal. He's dead, so.
True.
Discovered.
True. I'll take it. Discovered, yeah. Found.
Allocated.
Allocated. Commandeer. Either way, Kalen gives you as many potions as you need to heal up.
Okay. Let's see. Healing potion.
Well, hey, let's get Tristan too.
Yeah, just fill yourself to full. It doesn't matter. He said, like I said, it gives you as much as you need.
Okay. Dum. All right. Okay. I'm there just like seeing Zoro
That's a little knife.
trading blows and creating like seismic shock on the ground.
All right,
I
Thwomp.
believe. I have faith.
If you want, you can keep your 15, or if you want, you can roll initiative. That's to you.
We've been rolling initiative on all these. I feel like it's only fair.
Go ahead.
All right.
Okay.
It's only
You're up
fair. All right. How far? That's 50 feet. Okay. 50 feet. I move 5. Okay. I'm gonna move 10 feet forward and prepare my action.
Zoro, you're holding your action for what?
For when he comes close.
Okay, Zorovan is going to move within your range, and he is going to swing his little knife. 20 hits with 13 piercing damage as he rolls again.
Do I do the action or?
Yeah, you have your action, of course.
Okay, okay. All right. Knuckles straight to the chest.
10 misses.
Damn, the slashes. It's too fast.
Blocks.
How much was it?
13.
13. All right.
Next one is a 21
Damn.
for 12. And that's his turn. You're up.
Damn, that hurt.
Yeah, damn.
All right. We're going to try to hit him once more. 18.
18 hits.
7 bludgeoning. Oh wait, I forgot to put that.
All
There you
right.
go. 8 bludgeoning, 2 psychic, 1 force.
Okay.
11.
All right.
See my message?
No.
And
Cool.
we're gonna patient defense.
Tomorrow.
So disadvantage.
Okay. 2 strikes. Two nat ones in a row. Very nice.
All
Your
right.
turn.
We go back again. 13 misses.
Misses.
And I really can't afford much here. God damn, this motherfucker hits hard. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna patient defense once more. I'm not.
Okay. He swings again.
Disadvantage, disadvantage.
Twelve and 12. Your turn.
All right. 21.
Hits.
2 psychic, 6 bludgeoning, 1 force. So
That hits.
9 damage total.
I mean, it hurts. I mean, honestly, it doesn't look like you're really much to him. He's kind of just
Yeah.
eating this shit.
Yeah, I had to read it, but we don't go down like that.
Yeah. Yeah, giving up. He kind of smirks as he puts his sword away, his dagger away as he jumps back and puts up his fists. As he bring it on, like the fist moving towards you, like notion.
Oh shit. Okay. That's still.
Opportunity attack, right?
Oh yeah, opportunity attack, but that was also. I didn't do my bonus action.
Oh, I thought you were done. Go ahead.
I was just gonna monk unarmed.
Okay, go ahead.
23.
That hits.
6 bludgeoning because the psychic already hit.
Sounds good.
And then he does the reel back and everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Reaction. 22.
Hits.
9 plus 4, 13.
Okay, that hurts. I mean, you do some damage there. Go ahead. Look at you. He's a little impressed.
And that
It's
was
your
my
turn.
bonus
He told
action.
you. Yeah.
Oh, it's my turn again?
Well, so you attacked him, right? You had your reaction, and then he backed up and did the thing. So it's your turn, right?
Oh shit, okay. All right.
Or did you not move up and attack him?
No. It's because it was my action, and then he did the thing that I told you. Oh, I didn't do my bonus. Then I hit him back.
Right.
So that happened. Okay. I didn't know that was his full action. My B. All right.
Yeah. So his reaction was, he jumped back, giving you opportunity attack, and then put his hand up and said, bring it on, with his fists.
All right. I mimic his stance as well.
Okay.
As I go forward, and I go pow pow. Knuckles of the conduit.
Miss. Block, block.
Flurry of blows.
Hit, hit.
See the damage real quick. Okay, 1 psychic, 6 bludgeoning, and 5 bludgeoning.
5,
So
okay. 12.
11, 12, yes.
Oh, you see a blood come out of his mouth as he starts to laugh. And the laugh being like almost like it takes up like room of its own. Like you hear it tremble as he starts laughing. Zorovan strikes with 2 fists. Boom, boom. $20 hits.
Damn.
17 bludgeoning damage as he just knocks you straight into the uppercut in the chin. Boom!
Damn. All right, I'm out.
As you fall, the crowd erupts. Yeah! As the announcer goes,
Wonderful tournament. Our new champion, Zorovan Chirp.
and that is where we will end for tonight.
God